I'm Barbie, and I'm the Donor and Volunteer Resources Coordinator with the TVA. And today I'm going to show you three of my favorite really quick snack or treat hacks or recipes that aren't really recipes. They don't sort of fit into the same category. The first one is going to be a really easy baked tofu. And the second two are two really easy treats. I don't know about you, I have a major sweet tooth, borderline treat addiction issue, and even if I really know that I shouldn't have dessert on a certain day, I still need some kind of sweet treat, something after dinner for dessert. So I'm going to show you two really easy and healthy sort of treat-like things. But like I said, I'm going to start with the tofu. So I have my oven preheating to 400 degrees. I've got my baking tray lined with a silk hat. If you don't know what a silk hat is or don't have one, it is a silicone non-stick sort of liner for your baking pans, and it's a really great thing to have as an alternative to parchment paper. It's really a lot better for the environment, so you're not wasting parchment paper every time you bake something, and it works beautifully. You never have to oil it, so I've got that ready to go. So for this baked tofu, I love this. It's so cool. There's no oil. It's really healthy, but it's amazing, and it's got 3 ingredients basically. I've had my block of tofu sitting here for the last half hour or so to drain. You probably know this trick, but basically you wrap your tofu in a towel. Again, people will often say to use paper towel, which is not very good for the environment, so just have a clean dish towel. I think my tofu's clean enough. I'm gonna put my dish towel back and reuse it. So it's been sitting wrapped in the towel for about half an hour, 45 minutes, with a heavy book. Love this cookie Bible, speaking of treats, sitting on it to help drain it, and that just takes out any excess water. Now I'm going to simply slice the tofu into cubes. You can make the cubes whatever size you like, but I feel like if you make them too big, if you don't make them small enough, then you won't have enough surface area to cover the flavoring. So I usually do mine about this size. I just sort of mixed up how I wanted to do this. There we go. Again, I'm not very precise with this. Doesn't have to be exact. So there, my tofu is chopped. I'm going to grab a bowl. I'm simply going to make sure the tofu cubes are all broken up, separated. And then watch this. You won't believe how simple this is. Grab my ingredients here. I'm going to put my little instruction sheet. So all I'm going to add to this is 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. I'm going to be nice and hefty with this. And then, I can't believe it, I just realized, unfortunately, we just went to No Frills this morning, and I didn't realize that we were low on Frank's hot sauce. So I hope I even have enough. I might have just enough. 3 tablespoons of Frank's hot sauce. I mean, it doesn't have to be Frank's. Sorry, this isn't like a sponsored video or anything. It's just sort of what we call hot sauce in my house. But yeah, any hot sauce, your favorite hot sauce, 3 tablespoons. Now, so this obviously, if you don't like spicy food, this is not the tofu for you. Like I said, there's no oil in this recipe, so if you lessen the hot sauce because you don't like things spicy, then you're probably not going to have enough liquid. I don't know. I mean, you could add oil. There's nothing wrong with oil if you want to use it. So that, and then salt and pepper to taste. I'm going to take this opportunity to brag about this awesome salt and pepper shaker set that a friend gave me, which I thought I was really clever to remember which is salt and which is pepper. Salt is white, so I've got salt in the white cat, and pepper is black, so I've got pepper in the black one. So anyways, this is just to taste. Salt a little bit. I like things really peppery, so I'm going to put in a lot of pepper. Again, this is totally just to taste. And look, this is so easy that this is going to be finished before my oven's even ready. But there we go. Just going to toss everything. Just did the dishwasher this morning actually, so I'm going to grab a fresh fork and mix this up. Oops. A little bit more. There we go. Just make sure everything's evenly coated. And that's literally it. Can you believe that? That literally takes like 2 minutes. There's like nothing in here, and I can't explain why this tastes so good, but it does. So all I'm gonna do now is spread this out. You know, the oven's not quite ready, but I'm gonna. Now, oh wait, I'll be patient. I was gonna say I was gonna pop it in anyways, and I'll just leave it in to bake a little longer, but there we go. So, recipe number 2. This is, like I said, this is a quite relatively healthy dessert that you can put together really quickly. I'm gonna, again, brag a little bit. I kind of made this up myself. So, watch this. Here we have, now this again is kind of approximate into taste. The first time I did it, I just kind of, what happened was I had made this other recipe and I had some leftover melted chocolate and I didn't want to throw it out, and I don't know, I had bran flakes and peanut butter, and I had remembered this other recipe that I had seen that used bran flakes and peanut butter, so thought I would kind of see what I could do with all that. So again, I've guessed, I don't know what measurements I used the first time, but I'm guessing around, I'm going to do a ratio of around 1 cup of bran flakes, and then I'm just going to kind of break them up with my fingers, crunch them all up. Okay, so these are bran flakes, which are, you know, good for you. They're pretty healthy, but they've got a little bit of sweetness to them as well. I have here about 3/4 of a cup of melted chocolate chips. So you can use whatever melted dark vegan chocolate you want. And I usually melt my chocolate. I'm a little bit lazy. I don't do the really good double broiler method. I just put it in the microwave. And what you need to do when you're melting chocolate in the microwave is you want to start with on high for about 30 seconds. Stir it a bit. After that, you just do 20-second increments, stirring each time until it's melted. So I'm going to pop that in there. And then I'm going to put in about, I wrote here, about 1/2 cup of peanut butter. Now you could, if you don't like peanut butter and you like other nut butters, I'm sure you could do that. I haven't tried. I'm sure it will still taste good. I'm just approximating using a cup, measuring cup, because again, this is really just kind of to taste. And, all right, so now I'm just gonna mix this all up. You could probably do this with other cereals that aren't like fruity. I don't know, they're peanut buttery ones or Shreddies or something. Again, if you use a nice healthy cereal like bran flakes, it keeps it healthy. I really feel like this is a treat because they say, you know, dark chocolate is good for you for certain things. It is high in antioxidants, it's high in magnesium, it's even got iron in it. So I feel like this is a kind of, it's like, I don't even know if I count it as like junk food, but whatever. So there are 2 ways now that you can finish this off. You could take mini muffin liners and you could just sort of scoop little dollops in. It's a little bit messy. I should have maybe used, you could use an actual like little like teaspoon or tablespoon measurement, and you could just sort of put them in these little things so they're almost like little, I don't know, little treats, little truffly things. But what I like to do is actually make it more like a bark. So I've just got like a Tupperware here lined with some parchment paper, and I'm just gonna basically scoop it in. And spread it out to flatten it. This is just, you know, we're still in social isolation here a little bit, so this is just for me, so nothing pretty, just has to taste good. But if you were making this, you know, to serve, you might want to do it a little nicer, but there you go. So I'm just going to do that, and then I'm just going to pop this in the fridge. So my stool here, pop that in the fridge, and just leave it in the fridge until it solidifies. So I'm going to rinse my hands again, and our oven is ready. Look at that. So with these tofu bites, I'm just going to, you're going to bake them for about 10 minutes on each side. Put those in, put the timer on for 10 minutes. All right, and last thing, oops, forgot my two little, these guys. I'll put them in the fridge later. Let's finish what we're doing here first. Now, if you want a really healthy thing, that can even just be a snack, doesn't have to be dessert. I just love treats so much that I don't even want to eat an apple just plain. I want it to have some sort of extra taste to it. So what I like to do is something that I invented called apple pie in a bowl. So all I do is, oops, out of my little bowls again. Fresh out of the dishwasher. Look at that. Okay. So when I want to have an apple for a snack, again, maybe it's after dinner, maybe it's even at lunch, just to spice things up. That's what's kind of fun about working from home. Instead of taking a plain apple, I can do this. This is really easy. All I do is I take my apple and I, again, chop it up like the tofu into sort of cubes. And I'm going to put it in my little bowl. I'm going to add, again, this is to taste, just a little bit of brown sugar, not too much, because again, you still want this to be like a healthy treat, so a little bit of brown sugar. And a little bit of cinnamon. Pinch, not too much. Teeny pinch of nutmeg. Again, that's, you know, all to taste, however you like your apple pie normally. And then again, I'm just gonna shake this up. If you want, you can add some oats into this too, to make it like when you have an apple pie and you've got a crumble. Let's do that. Grab some oats. And then I'm just going to pop this in the microwave for like 45 seconds, and the apple's gonna melt and it's gonna get all sort of caramelly. Just like an apple pie filling. I forgot to show you a close-up while that is in the microwave. Let me just show you, that is what the sort of bark looks like as it's sitting in the fridge. All right, so that is still turning in the microwave. Just give me 10 more seconds and then we'll see if it is done. So yeah, I basically like to do that to eat my apple. It sort of has the same flavors as an apple pie filling. It just makes it a little bit more interesting, and like I said, it kind of is, oh, do I have a spoon? What do I do with my spoon? Oops. There we go. See, it's nice and hot and warm. It's just so much better than having just a plain raw chopped apple, isn't it? Yeah. You could add, if you want to make this even more nutritious, again, you can add, sometimes I'll sprinkle on hemp seeds or pumpkin seeds or some nuts or something like that. But yeah, there you go. So I'm going to pause this here and I will show you the finished product of the tofu when it is all done. Let me taste my apple for you. Too hot. Ooh, it's hot. It's so good. Why wouldn't you do this every time that you eat an apple? I don't know. Okay, we're gonna pause here. We are back. We've got 2 minutes left on the timer. So like I said, it was going for 10 minutes. I pulled it out of the oven. The tofu, I used just a spatula to just kind of mix it up. Try to generally flip it over, but again, not being exact, just kind of mixing it up, hoping that most of the tofu was flipped. So while we are just waiting for that to come out of the oven, I just want to remind you, if you're not yet a TVA member and you're enjoying these videos, please make sure to join. You can join the organization at veg.ca. Specifically, you can go to veg.ca/donate or veg.ca/join to go straight to the donation page. But it is a minimum annual gift of $25 to be a member. You get the Toronto Veg Card, which gives you discounts at over 120 businesses across the GTA, and dozens of them are still open for takeout and delivery right now, even with COVID-19 happening. So it's a great time to join still. And it's a really important time to support the TVA right now. You know, it's been a bit of a struggle. We've had to cancel a lot of our events, obviously, and our outreach season. Most of the outreach events that we attend to try to promote vegetarianism and to promote the TVA, most of those have been canceled for the summer right now as well. So this is a time where we really need the support of anyone who can either join, become a member, and if you already are a member, if you're able to make an extra donation at this time, that would be greatly appreciated. And also, by the way, just checking the time there, keep checking veg.ca and check our Facebook and Instagram pages because we are doing a lot of online virtual things, cooking demonstrations like this, also webinars, and other cool things. So my timer is going to go in 20 seconds. I'm impatient, so I'm just going to pull it out now. And I will just quickly show you. Here it is on the pan. And I'm going to plate some up for myself. Yum. Turn this off. And oopsies. I only get half of this because my partner's home. He's got to have lunch too. So there you go. There you go. So there is my tofu. Hope you think that looks good. It does. Let me try a bite. It's so good. It's so good. You can see this piece has like some more crispy bits to it. It makes me very happy. Who knew tofu could make someone so happy? Anyways, thanks for joining me. Have a great rest of your afternoon.